guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be diving back into a beauty video, either rocking the bare face lately or what I'm going to show you guys today. So one or the other. I really haven't been experimenting much with makeup lately. I haven't been going outside of the box. I've just been doing what I know works for me. So I am going to share with you guys my essentials and what I consider as my holy grail products for my everyday makeup routine. Okay, so right now I just have a completely bare face. So I am going to put a little bit of moisturizer on the Glam Glow Starter. This is just a little sample that I'm trying to use up right now, but I have been loving this stuff. It gives the skin such a nice, like, natural radiance without being too overpowering. These have been my two go-to products to prep my face, and both of them are little sample containers that I got in like Christmas packaging. So I'm like trying to get those out of the way and use those up before I'm like using more of my full-size ones. I have gotten some major pores like through this area of my face. I never experienced like noticeable pores before, and within like the last, I would say probably 4 months of my pregnancy until now, I've really seen like a change in my skin. So before I go in with my foundation, I'm just going to give myself a little bit of a rose water spritz. I am going to be using my go-to. This is the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. I am in the shade 0.3. And my go-to way to apply this is with a brush. This is a Real Techniques, their name, sculpting brush. So I believe this is like for contouring, but I love it as a foundation brush. And you can see that when I'm applying this, I'm not swiping, I'm just lightly buffing it into the skin. The best thing about this foundation is it looks so natural on the skin, but it gives you an even amount of coverage, which I love. That's really what I look for in a foundation. I am going to do just a tiny bit of spot concealing on a few blemishes that I have. I'm going to use the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. This is in the shade Snow, with the Morphe M334 brush to blend this out. I'm using the shade Chantilly, I believe is how you pronounce it, from NARS, their Radiant Creamy Concealer. Love this stuff. It's such an oldie but a goodie. I really do love the Tarte Shape Tape, but I feel like in the winter time, my skin is so dry that I need something a little bit more hydrating, and I feel like this gives me enough coverage without drying me out. So I'm going to use that same concealer brush to buff this in. I'm also going to use the concealer that is just left on this brush to prep my eyelids. And then I am going to set everywhere that I used a concealer with my Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. This is in Translucent Light. Guys, I have really bad creases. As I've gotten older, they've just gotten worse. So I really have to make sure that I take my time blending to make sure there's no excess product just sitting on the skin. And it's all about using light pressure. I'm not pushing into the skin very hard. I'm just lightly tapping it to make sure that everything is set. I also use this powder to set my eyelids, just so that we have a nice smooth base for eyeshadow. I'm also going to use this to ensure that the rest of my concealer stays in place. I'm really big on setting my nose. Like, I am a sunglass person and it's sunny out today, so I definitely know that I'm going to be wearing sunglasses, so I want to make sure that that foundation and concealer is like super set. I'm also going to be setting the rest of my face with the Maybelline Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Powder. I'm just going to use another one of my Morphe brushes, E41, to set my entire face. So I'm going to use my Anastasia Brow Wiz. I have been going pretty light on the eyebrows recently. I haven't been doing like super bold eyebrows, only because like I'm not doing dramatic looks. I don't know about you guys, but eyebrows are like by far my least favorite thing to do about makeup. I dread filling in my eyebrows. Okay, so I am going to be just jumping into like my Life palette that I have. I'm just gonna use some Beaches and Cream by Makeup Geek. I almost dropped my entire palette. Look at how I just caught this. That's how I caught it, getting ready to slide off my lap. Oh my God. So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of this shade, and this is a R40 brush from Morphe. If you can't tell, I am a huge Morphe fan. The brushes are so inexpensive and so high quality. It's unreal. That's just a nice light transition shade in my crease. This one is the one we just used, and it's a little fluffier. This one's just a little bit more tapered at the end. I'm going to go in with Soft Brown by MAC. Just deepen up the crease a little bit more. I just really work these products together. I like a really blown out crease, just super blended and seamless. I'm gonna take a little bit of Honey Lust by MAC and just kind of use my finger to dab that on the lid, just to give a really nice natural glow to the eyes. Now I am going to move to the lower lash line. My Morphe E17 brush and that MAC Soft Brown. This is just a small tapered blending brush, and smoke out the lower lash line. I love a blown out lower lash line as well. And the one thing that I love about it is it camouflages my creasing. Like, it camouflages those wrinkles that I have underneath of my eye. Eyeshadow is done. I'm going to just do a little bit of like pre-highlighting. I've been really into this lately, and I'm gonna take a little bit of this Buxom eyeshadow. It does not have a name, and I'm super sorry about that. I don't know. It's just a really nice creamy vanilla shade. Has a little bit of shimmer to it, but not much. I'm gonna use this to like pre-highlight my eyes, just because it's very minimal. I can put this like in a large area and it not look unnatural. It just really adds to the inner corner and just gives it that overall glow. So when I go in and like really precisely highlight my inner corner, it has like a nice base that it's starting on. I'm gonna use this to highlight under the brows as well. I'm gonna grab the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula and my Morphe R2 brush. Just a nice fluffy bronzing brush, and just bronze up the skin some. And then just to further deepen up like my contour area, I'm gonna use a little bit of Benefit Hoola bronzer, just a little bit, because this stuff is pigmented. I mean, whoo! It's pigmented. But it blends out really nicely, so it works. And just to sculpt that out a little bit, I'm gonna use some of that Cover FX powder to bake underneath of this contour. I am going to use the Benefit Gold Rush blush. Smells so yummy. So yummy. I don't even know what it smells like, it just smells good. So I'm gonna be using this to add a nice glow to the skin. I don't know how you can go without it. So many people go without blush. My sister is one of them. Like, she just never puts it on, and I don't know how you do that. Just don't know. Then I'm gonna use that same powder brush to just blend everything together. Now that we're done all of the powders on my face besides the highlighting, I am going to set my brows. I like to do this last just because sometimes my like bronzer brush will hit my brows or something, and I would just rather them stay in place after I set them. So I just wait to do this until I'm done all of my powders. I'm gonna use the Josie Maran Argan Enlightenment Illuminizing Veil and a little stippling brush. This one's from Sonia Kashuk. And I'm going to apply this in all the areas that I'm going to apply highlighter, but I'm going to like blow it out some. I really like this because it is super natural. You can barely tell. It just gives your cheeks a little bit of that like wet, dewy look. Sometimes I will just do that if I'm looking for like a natural highlight and I'm not looking for anything like boom in your face. I'll just leave it there, but I want a little bit more today, so I'm going to use some of my Mary Luminizer. Just a really beautiful like champagne-y vanilla shade. If you guys haven't tried this highlighter, I feel like it's overlooked a lot. I love it. And I feel like it goes really well with that Josie Maran highlighter. Like they just blend well tone-wise. Okay, so I want to give my face like a good spritz. I love the Fix Plus pink light. It's really, really good. I love what it looks like on its own. I love what it looks like with foundation. It really melts all the powder together, which regular Fix Plus does that as well, but I feel like this does it even better. I don't know if they're what it is, but I just feel like this blends all of my powders together, and because of the little bit of shimmer to it, it just makes this skin look so naturally radiant. And then again, with my damp beauty sponge, I'm just going to pat that in. I don't like the Fix Plus to just dry because I feel like the nozzle of it doesn't spray it very evenly. Like personally, I feel like it just leaves dots on the face if you don't blend it in. We're gonna move back to eyes. I am going to apply a little bit of eyeliner. My go-to is the NYX, what is this? Epic Ink Liner. So good for the price, it's incredible. You will never catch me using a high-end mascara unless I'm not wearing lashes. There's no point. All I need it to do is make my lashes black, and this stuff is black. And for lashes today, I'm gonna be using some Ardell Wispies. So these have been my go-to eyeliners. I will switch back and forth between the two depending on the look that I'm going for. I want it a little bit more sultry today, so I'm going to use my brown, but these are Essence eyeliners. They are so creamy. They stay all day long. They do not budge. I'm like, it's incredible, and I think they're like $3 a piece. It's unreal. What I will do with black eyeliner is just kind of like tight line my waterline, and that's the Laura Geller Ink Credible Waterproof Eye Pencil. And then I'll use the brown for my lower waterline. And what I will do to make it look really natural in the lower lash line is I will take a pencil brush, a flat definer brush, and just kind of like smudge it. I'm gonna go in with Ice Queen from Makeup Geek, which is a white, like vanilla shimmer for my inner corner. And just a tiny, tiny amount directly at the high point of my brow bone. I ended up going a little heavier with the eyeliner than I was expecting to, but that happens pretty often actually. So there are the eyes. I'm going to put a little bit of mascara on my lower lashes because I can't go without it. Like, I have to. It just finishes off the entire look for me. So I'm gonna go in with the NYX lip liner in mauve. And in case you guys are wondering, I have not gotten lip filler at all since I got it done that first time. Pregnancy lips were fantastic. I mean, oh my gosh, pregnancy did wonders for my lips. Will I ever get them again? I can't say that I won't because I liked them. Okay, so I did just lightly blended that in and like filled in my lips. I am going to go in with the Kylie Cosmetics liquid lipstick in Candy K. Hey guys, so this is the finished look. I had to switch to my vlogging camera because my other camera died. So I was really excited to share with you guys my go-to makeup products and what I use on the daily. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Leave a comment down below letting me know what type of videos you guys are looking to see, and I'll make it happen. I hope that you guys enjoyed this makeup look tutorial slash get ready with me, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one. Mwah.